Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
Blood in the Snow 2023 continues. Here on Bits Radio, we have the lovely Jessica. Could you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Jessica Landry. I'm straight from Winnipeg.
Winnipeg?
in Toronto.
Isn't there like snow in Winnipeg?
No.
Really?
We had some before Halloween, and then it melted after Halloween because damn Halloween, right? It can never not snow. And then it melted, and then it came back, and then it melted, and now it's gone again.
That's what they call Winterpeg, yes.
Oh, God, I hate it. Yes. Why do I live there?
Well, welcome to Toronto.
Thank you.
You were here for the development lab.
Yeah.
Yes. What is your project?
My project is called My Only Sunshine. Let's see if I can remember the log line perfectly. So it's after her father's suicide, a sheltered young girl uncovers the horrifying truth about her overbearing mother and the role that their family farm plays in a world where resources are running low and where the townsfolk have an insatiable hunger.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very on brand for Blood in the Snow.
Right? And there's a lot of information to unpack in that sentence.
Mm-hmm. We won't give anything away, but, maybe there's cannibals, maybe there's not.
Yep. Definitely maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes. So how are things going in the lab with it?
Really good. Today is our one-on-one meetings day, and my throat is raw, but it's a wonderful feeling.
Yes, because it's like speed dating with producers
It
and
Yeah.
distributors, isn't it?
Yeah, and I haven't been on a date in a long time. I've been married for a long time, so it's like, what do I do here?
Dust off those
Right?
skills. Yeah.
Exactly.
So has there been a lot of opportunity in the labs?
Yeah, everyone feels like they're perfectly curated for all the different projects that are here. It's not just like one random person, trying to make something happen. It's like the people that we're meeting here are the people that make moves in genre films, and it's very exciting to think about what could possibly come next from this.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And now you said you've, maybe have done a few things in your past. What other stuff have you been up to?
So right now, I don't know when this comes out, but right now I have a slasher feature in production in Cape Town, South Africa, of all places.
Oh, wow.
It's a movie called Body Count. It's going to be on Tubi, streaming next year. Danishka Esterhazy's directing it.
Danishka is amazing.
She is lovely.
Yes.
So I have that on the go right now, and I'm excited to see what she's doing with it because I know she's going to kill it. And right now
she was here with level 42 or level
16, level 12. It's
level
a number.
12? It's a level.
It's
yes.
a level. It's
level
a great
4.
movie. It's wonderful.
Level. Yes.
Level
Oh my
something.
God.
Sorry, Danishka.
I apologize. Yes.
She's also done the Slumber Party Massacre remake, which is a excellent
Yes.
retelling
And,
of that story.
Banana Splits movie.
Yes, the Banana Splits.
Yes, I love that movie.
Hey.
So what else have you been up to?
That's a great question. So I come from the made-for-TV movie space. I write a lot of Lifetime movies that you may or may not have seen. Probably not, but that's okay. And right now I'm just trying to get more of my horror stuff off the ground because I'm a huge genre fan, have been my whole life. And so I have a couple projects that are kind of in development that hopefully, again, when this comes out, maybe there will be more things to talk about. But right now it's like,
It's an interesting jump from Lifetime to horror.
I mean, they're kind of horrific in their own way. I'm not slagging them at all.
Yep.
They are great. They are great for writers who want to try different things, who want to get their foot in the door. They've given me a lot of opportunity, and I feel very grateful to have written as many of them as I have. And they're all thrillers, so not too far from horror, which is nice. I can bring some horror sensibility to some of them. And I always try, for some of them, I try to incorporate famous names from horror movies in my Lifetime movies. So there's one out there that has all the characters from Halloween. There's another one that has all the characters from The Thing. So keep an eye out for those.
But see, that's just it. Most people that I know work in those films, lifestyle, Christmas, whatever, so that they can work on their passion projects.
Yeah.
But there is a market for those. Otherwise, you wouldn't be working in them.
Absolutely. people love these movies and will forever love these movies. And that's great. If that's your thing, yes, watch all of them. Watch all the Deck the Halls movies. Do whatever like floats your boat. There's no judgment. If you love them, you'll love them. And that's great.
So you're saying then horror is more of your kind of passion project?
Yes, horror is life.
Well,
yeah, right?
I can't argue that.
So I come from a prose background as well. I write a lot of short stories and stuff. And that's kind of where I began writing like little short stories, and like I released a collection of short stories as well called The Night Belongs to Us. That's out now for anyone who would like to read it.
Check Amazon.
Exactly. And yeah, it was like from there, I was lucky enough to win a Bram Stoker Award for one of my short stories. I've been nominated for a Shirley Jackson Award a few times, and yeah, I live and breathe horror. It's wonderful.
What are your inspirations on this then? Like what drove you to this area?
Probably a lot of childhood trauma.
That's usually where it starts.
Right? No, I've just always kind of gravitated towards more spookier things, and it has worked out well as a career for me so far. So I'm not questioning where the love comes from. It's just I feel like it's something that's ingrained in you, like right from birth. Hey, like it's just. I love fall. I love ghosts. I love haunted houses. I want to live in a haunted house one day. Like it's just ingrained in you. It's part of who you are as a person to love horror, I think.
Do you remember the first horror you ever saw?
Oh, I think it was probably Pet Sematary. Yeah, because I have a vivid memory of like seeing the cat hiss when it's back from the dead.
Oh, the gray cat. Yes.
Yeah, for some reason that's like the one thing that sticks with me. Not the little kid like slicing the guy's Achilles tendon or whatever. It's the cat hissing. And I remember being terrified of it, of course. And then reading the Goosebumps books too, like those terrified me. And now
but you didn't stop, did you?
Never. No. I would never. Now I do it for a living, so it's great.
Have you ever written horror that way?
Which way?
Like a Goosebumps novel story style?
The short stories, kind of like they vary in terms of what they're about and themes and stuff. The themes that I generally tend to go for are a lot of like mother-daughter relationships. If we want to call back to the childhood trauma, sorry,
sensing a trend.
A lot of mommy issues around here. But no, it's just I love all subgenres within the genre. I love like quiet horror. I love action horror. I love the splatter. I love all of it. Like, I'm not picky.
Horror.
That's
it.
Done.
Was there a dream project you would love to do in that area?
Oh, I would love to write a Blair Witch movie.
Really?
I feel like... Okay, hear me out.
No, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
I ask this question a lot, and this is the first time anyone said Blair Witch. This is cool.
So my memory of the first one is that I was told I wasn't allowed to see it. So naturally, I went to go see it.
I got to go see it.
Right?
Yeah.
Terrified me. Just the unknown, the not seeing anything. Amazing film. Part 2, well, okay, it's its own thing. We'll give it that. The latest one that came out a couple of years ago, I loved it. It got a lot of slack. People didn't necessarily jive with it, and that's okay. But I thought it was great. I loved it, and like little the moments of like whatever creeping through the woods and stuff. Like I love stuff like that, and so when I think of things that genuinely scare me, aside from airplanes, it's Blair Witch and it's things in the woods. And so I would love to one day channel that true fear and write that movie.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
See, that's the one that got me too. When
Yeah.
I first saw it, it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I've watched it a couple times since, and it doesn't do
No.
the same thing because
Yeah.
you're prepared for it now.
Exactly.
And Blair Witch too, you're right. It was a different animal
Yes.
than the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
So it should have been called something else
It
and
should
gone in a different direction. We'll give it its due there.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
The best experience I had for Blair Witch is I used to be a Cub Scout leader.
Oh.
And the night I watched Blair Witch for the first time,
Yeah.
right, the very next day I had to take the kids camping. We got to the gate. It was locked, so we had to hike in at night through the woods.
Oh, no.
And that's all in the back of my head. So I can appreciate a good Blair Witch love. Like that is awesome.
That's great. And you survived to tell the tale.
Or did I?
Or did you? Are you the Blair Witch?
But it's interesting that because everybody always goes, "Oh, I want to do Halloween. I want to do Freddy. I want to do Child's Play." But Blair Witch, no one has ever said that.
I think it's a very underappreciated thing, and it's like it's at the forefront of the found footage like revolution too, which like I love found footage movies. I think that they don't get enough credit for the genuine scares that they deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Blair Witch has lost its shine because of all the parodies.
Yeah.
And copies and everything. It's dulled the original.
Yes. How many kids can we have running through the woods here, filming their experience where we don't want to barf while we're watching it? Just go back to the OG. Exactly.
That's excellent. Any projects coming up that you wouldn't mind talking about?
Yeah. So I have the slasher movie coming out in 2024, hopefully. Again, called Body Count. Keep an eye out for it. And that's really the only one that I can talk about right now. But hopefully also this project that I'm pitching here at the Blood in the Snow Festival, My Only Sunshine. Hopefully we can get that going and maybe it'll be out one day.
Excellent. So if people are trying to follow you, how would they do that?
Yeah, you can find me on my website. I'm at jessicalandry.ca, or I am on the socials at jesslandry28. But don't follow me on Twitter or X or whatever it's called, because that's a dumpster fire.
I haven't used Twitter in I don't know how long. So yeah.
No.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you.
If you ever want to come back on the show, just let us know.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jen Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart.